What's up, guys? So I had the Tesla Model S in the background here, and quick story on how I got this vehicle. Actually, it probably won't be that quick, so brace yourself. I have a cold. This vehicle behind me, Tesla Model S, S85, not the performance one. I saw this vehicle at auction. It was at Copart. They stated that it was in a flood. So I said to myself, how hard could this be? 15 grand approximately. I just wanted to try it. I've heard so much about these cars. I've heard how powerful they are, how awesome they are, just how much more technologically advanced they were than other vehicles on the road. And the fact that it was electric really intrigued me. I just wanted to see how electric vehicles worked in general. So I bit the bullet. The car showed up at my house. And I didn't realize this, but most cars have a manual e-brake. Tesla Model S, on the other hand, the e-brake's electronic. So when a car's been in a flood and all the electronics are fried, how do you disengage the e-brake? You don't. So what I did was, on the trailer, I jacked up each side of the vehicle, put tow dollies underneath each wheel. We got it pushed off the trailer, and it took 3 men to push the car into my garage. Even though the Tesla Model S is the size of about an Audi A6, it weighs as much as a Lincoln Navigator. It's pushing about 5,000 pounds. They're insanely heavy. Got it inside the garage. Then I had to get into the car. I actually had to smash the window because, again, door modules were locked. Everything was corroded. Nothing was working. Windows were up. The second I broke the glass to get in, I just smelled this reeking smell of fish and salt water. And I knew almost immediately just how big of a mistake that I made. What I didn't realize is that this car was saltwater flooded. And what salt water does to electronics is something that you don't want to see. So all the electronic modules were corroded. Everything was done. The car was unresponsive. Nothing was working in this vehicle at all. As I was crying and taking the car apart at the same time, documenting things, figuring out what went where, saving all my little nuts and bolts and putting them in bags, I started to get a finer appreciation of these vehicles and how awesome they were. And the beauty in these cars are their simplicity. It's just so amazing. The car is just a matter of wires, semiconductors, a battery, and a motor. That's really it. There's no fuel lines. There's no fuel tank. The only pumps in this car are coolant pumps. The fact that this car does so much with so little is absolutely amazing to me. As I was taking it apart, I fell in love with the car even more, and I knew I couldn't get rid of it. So about 3 to 4 months later, I turned to my wife and I said, sweetheart, I need to buy another car. Not to get rid of this one, but I wanted to purchase another vehicle to harvest the electronics out of to put it into this one. She said no, but I bought it anyways. And over the past year, I've been taking out the electronics out of the second car that I bought. It was a front-end collision vehicle, and putting it into this car here. So that's the story about the Tesla Model S. That's how I've been spending most of my time and money and energy over the last year. It's been a hell of a journey. I've met a lot of friends. I learned a ton about these cars. I consider myself a guru at this point because I've literally taken this car apart 2, maybe 3 times already. Just this one alone. Not to mention the other vehicles that I purchased. It's just insane. These cars are incredible. The next video will be a little bit more in-depth detail, maybe some photos of some of the things that I've seen deep within these cars that make them tick. So stay tuned.